Welcome back to another day in, where we're driving into the future with a car that's both a blast from the past and a leap ahead in design, engineering, and emotion. Today, we're diving deep into the 2026 Ford Escort MK1, a modern-day resurrection of one of Ford's most iconic nameplates. This isn't just a redesign, it's a respectful revival, breathing new life into a beloved classic that helped define an era of affordable performance and rally-bred excitement. The original Escort MK1, first launched in 1968, was compact, light, and responsive, a fan favorite in motorsport and on the streets alike. Fast forward nearly 6 decades, and Ford has brought it back with a vengeance, fusing that timeless design with today's cutting-edge technology and performance standards. Whether you're a nostalgic enthusiast or a new-gen driver looking for something unique, the 2026 Escort MK1 makes a powerful statement. The design language is unmistakably retro-inspired, but there's nothing dated about the execution. The silhouette stays faithful to the original: short overhangs, fast back shape, tight wheel arches, and that signature upright front grille. But every inch of the car is reworked with 21st century precision. LED headlights are tucked inside classic round bezels, and the front fascia integrates active aerodynamics behind a retro-styled mesh grille. It's familiar, but smarter. Even the hood vents and side mirrors look like vintage pieces until you notice they're functional, aerodynamic, and house sensors for driver assist systems. The exterior color palette is a love letter to the past and a nod to the future. You've got classics like Sebring Red, Ice Blue, and Racing Green, paired with modern finishes like matte graphite, pearl white, and iridescent black. Optional rally decals and dual stripe packages offer even more throwback flavor, and the wheels are masterpiece. You can choose from 15 to 18-inch alloys inspired by the old RS rally designs, reimagined with modern materials, lighter weight, and better brake clearance. Open the door, and the cabin instantly tells you this isn't just a nostalgia trip, it's a cockpit built for today's driver. There's a careful blend of retro charm and digital sophistication. You're greeted by analog-style dials that are actually ultra-clear LED displays, programmable to either show classic gauge faces or modern performance data. The dash is symmetrical, clean, and finished in soft-touch materials that echo the textures of the original MK1, but now with better ergonomics and build quality. The steering wheel is a thing of beauty, a 3-spoke, flat-bottomed, wrapped in leather or wood trim depending on your spec, with discrete multifunction controls and a unique center badge that echoes the 70s design. The gear selector, whether it's the manual shifter or the F-drive toggle, feels mechanical, deliberate, and satisfying. Every touch point, from the knobs to the door handles, is engineered to feel analog, even when the systems they control are digital. The seats are deeply bolstered but comfortable for long drives, trimmed in high-end fabric or leather, with retro stitching patterns and even optional plaid inserts that scream rally heritage. Heated, ventilated, and power adjustable up front, with fold-flat capabilities in the back for extra practicality. The cabin is surprisingly roomy for a car of its footprint, thanks to clever packaging and a low, flat floor in the F model. And yes, there are 2 powertrains to choose from. For those who crave combustion, there's a 2.3-liter turbocharged inline-4, borrowed and tuned from Ford's performance lineup, producing around 330 horsepower and 370 pounds-to-feet of torque. It comes paired to either a 6-speed manual or a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic, sending power to the rear wheels with a limited slip differential standard. The acceleration is brutal for a car this size, a 0 to 60 in about 4.8 seconds, and it's loud, raw, and characterful. Then there's the electric variant, a dual motor setup with around 400 horsepower and 450 pounds-to-feet of instant torque. It's quicker off the line, with a 0 to 60 time of just under 4 seconds, and thanks to the skateboard-style EFA platform, it has perfect weight distribution and a low center of gravity. The range is around 300 miles on a full charge, with fast charging capability that gets you to 80% in just over 30 minutes. The electric model offers torque vectoring, regenerative braking with multiple levels of intensity, and a selectable sound generator that can mimic everything from a classic rally car growl to a sci-fi hum. Whichever version you pick, the chassis is phenomenal. McPherson struts up front, multi-link rear suspension, and adjustable dampers that can switch from comfort to sport with the press of a button. There's also an active anti-roll system that stiffens the suspension during aggressive cornering but softens up for daily comfort. The steering is quick, direct, and well-weighted, with electronic assistance that feels surprisingly organic. On the road, the Escort MK1 delivers a driving experience that's both visceral and refined. There's minimal body roll, excellent grip, and a playful rear end that can be coaxed into slides if you turn off the assists. The manual gearbox is a joy, a short throws, crisp engagement, and that satisfying metallic clunk as you row through the gears. The F, on the other hand, is eerily smooth but brutal when you mash the accelerator. You get that instant shove and near silent delivery, but it never feels sterile. Ford's engineers made sure it still feels like a driver's car, not just a fast appliance. Braking performance is equally strong. 6-piston Brembos up front, 4-piston rears, ventilated and slotted discs, with regenerative braking on the electric model that not only captures energy but allows for one-pedal driving if you want it. ABS, EBD, and advanced stability control are all tuned to allow a bit of slip and fun before stepping in. The 2026 Escort MK1 is also loaded with tech, but not in an overwhelming way. You get a 10-inch center screen for infotainment with Ford's latest sync system, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, real-time performance telemetry, and cloud-based navigation. There's also a head-up display that projects your speed and gear onto the windshield in a subtle retro font. Driver assistance features include adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, blind spot monitoring, and automatic emergency braking, all customizable and tunable through the car's settings menu. Sound insulation is excellent, but if you want to hear more of the engine or simulated F noise, there's a mode for that. On long drives, the cabin stays quiet, the ride remains composed, and the climate control system keeps everything just right. And if you're into music, there's an optional Bang & Olufsen system with 8 speakers tuned specifically for the Escort's acoustics. From a sustainability standpoint, the car's materials are sourced with care recycled aluminium in the chassis, vegan leather options for the interior, and eco-conscious plastics in non-visible trim areas. Even the production process for the F variant uses renewable energy credits, making this not just a performance icon, but a responsible one. Now let's talk price. The base petrol model starts at around $44,000, with higher trims reaching up to $60K. The electric variant starts a bit higher at $52,000, with a fully loaded long-range version going up to about $70,000. Ford also plans to release limited heritage editions with classic color schemes, throwback badging, numbered plaques, and some exclusive trim details. Only 1,968 units of that version will be made, a nod to the year the original Escort debuted. What makes this car special isn't just the numbers or the features, it's the feeling. The way it looks in your driveway, the way it corners like it's on rails, the way it connects you to a simpler time without making you sacrifice comfort or convenience. It's proof that we can honor the past without being stuck in it. The 2026 Escort MK1 isn't for everyone. It's for those who appreciate the art of driving, who remember or want to experience the golden era of small, light, rear-wheel drive performance. It's for people who want their car to have character, even when it's sitting still. Whether you're a die-hard fan of the original or a newcomer drawn in by the buzz, this Escort earns its badge, its name, and its place in Ford's legacy.